Hey, what's going on, guys? It's me, Aiden, from Cartoon Apocalypse, and welcome back to Turner Tuesday. Now, this week was a bit interesting because pretty much all we did for this Callisto stream was go over the character sheet that Raw Lunix made for Callisto. So, I honestly don't know how I'm going to format this video, but I'll probably just put a couple interesting points. I'm not going to put the discussion, I'll just talk about it here. We did have a discussion on whether or not Callisto would be related to Nico, and we decided against it. However, Callisto was still going to be sort of like friends with Nico and Xavier, and so we would just have to talk about sort of that, what that would entail. But basically, an idea was that Callisto might be Nico's uncle, but we decided against that in the end, so I'm not going to include that because it was a rather long discussion. So I'll probably just end up including some more important parts, but if you want the full character breakdown, I would recommend watching the whole stream, but this is obviously just a recap, so I'll do what I can. But yeah, let's just go and hop right into it. But before I forget, what we're doing next week is we're going to be doing some plant stuff. So we're just going to be talking and designing some cool plants that'll live on Ilaria. So that should be really fun. But yeah, let's just go ahead and hop right into the character sheet, I suppose. So, Austrian. He's got a bachelor's degree. He's an art teacher. He is 5'7", and for comparison, Blake is tall. He's 6'2". So Callisto... Well, I mean, you guys don't know my height. I mean, I'm like 5'9", so Callisto would be a couple inches shorter than I am, so. Yeah, okay, so here's the height in centimeters for those of you guys who are smart and use the metric system. Eye color green, hair blonde. You guys all know what Callisto looks like, right? This guy right here is Callisto. So Blake is a tall guy. Callisto is 5'7". So this is sort of what he looks like. So this, I think, this was like the first one. There's also this one. This is when they were younger, and this one just looks so cool. So here's him when he was younger. He's historically smaller than Blake throughout all time, I suppose. And then this is the most recent one. So here he is again. This one's a little bit easier to see his face than the other one. So yeah, love these characters. Gesturing, only when agitated or eager. Compulsive hand talker, moving your hands around a lot. Shifty, his attention moves quick to other things. He does not like to be focused on the same thing, although for artwork, that's kind of funny because you sort of have to be focused on the same thing, so maybe his artwork is like, he'll draw one tree on this side, but then like start drawing a mountain on the other side and then be like, okay, I need to take a break from the mountain and then go back to drawing trees or something. That'd be funny. It'd be such an interesting way of painting, but it'd be funny, I think. Emotive? Do they wear their emotions on their sleeve? They are very in tune with their emotions. He has a few he does hide though. Others can read him with ease. He has a resting angel face. Joyful and calm. That's nice. He'll laugh at just about anything. Alright, so that was part one. Just sort of the basic introduction of the character. Now we can get into the part two of the flesh. Type of childhood: sheltered, neglected, etc. Normal and somewhat sophisticated. Education: he's in the art club because he's an artist guy. At graduation, they were named most likely to save lives in the yearbook. Yay! He's a good guy. Jobs, if applicable: he was a reconstitutioner, an art teacher. Or well, I guess this isn't their previous jobs, this is just what their resume would look like. He's a reconstitutioner, an art teacher, a fresco painter, a sculptor at request. Dream job as a child: art teacher. He always loved art and helping others study. He loves to let others explore their inner selves with their craft and artistic powers. Even if he is an art teacher, he encourages writing. He always wanted to be a painter and a teacher. Who were their role models growing up? Describe them. Alice in Wonderland, when he was small because he enjoyed her ditzy and whimsical nature. As a teen, his parents for their hard work, and his art teacher, Batman and Hero Comics. a very special Polish artist, anyone with a good, strong moral compass, he still believes some fictional characters are good role models. Greatest regret, staying in the closet, forcing Blake to hide their relationship. Hobbies growing up, painting, using a stick like a sword to cut flowers. Their garden was always a mess. That's fun. That's funny. Painting beetles, painting rocks, and leaving them outside in the town. That's such a cool idea. I love that. Favorite place to be as a child, in the forest and at amusement parks. Major turning points or life beats in childhood. Being allowed by grandma to paint his walls. Started his love for art. I think that's such a cool idea. Like his grandma allowing him to paint the walls. That's such a good idea for him starting to like art. I love that. Finding the notebook. Finding someone else's drawings on rocks. He felt as if he inspired somebody and taught them something. I love that. I also love that because like they could start a whole thing where it's like the community starts just painting a bunch of rocks and puts them outside and stuff. That'd be cool. Earliest memory. Father carrying him down the stairs to sleep because he was screaming because he saw a horror movie. Don't get me in the dark. Scary. Saddest memory. Hearing his best friend at the time, Blake, wanting to cut off his horns. Happiest memory is meeting Blake and seeing the floating fish. Clearest memory. Being allowed to have a sleepover with his best friend, which I presume is Blake. What are their skeletons in the closet? Uh-oh. All of the things that ever got broken in the house or school that were his doing. At this point, even if it is not him and it's a student, he would take the blame to keep them safe. Don't know if that's the most responsible thing to do as a teacher, but that would definitely score him some points with the students. 3 adjectives to describe them as a child. Hyperactive, joyful, and troublemaker. What advice would they give to their younger self? Accept yourself, you are not a freak or gross. Family, father, if living, 68. His occupation is a furniture designer. That's an interesting occupation. They get along amazingly well. He helps him with special orders, as far as furniture goes. When small, he would get spoiled and teach sports, but he had no interest in it. And he taught him martial arts. So that sort of explains how, Callisto actually survives on Ilaria. Sorta. Like how he can actually fight. Because like all the characters have to have some sort of fighting ability, otherwise it's just boring, Mother, 65. Writer, possibly why Blake is so creative. They get along lovely. She is the type to invest in family time and having dinners together or barbecue. Both parents encouraged him to visit the friend from another country when he was 21. I assume that is Blake, because obviously he can't just say, well, Blake's from another world, so I believe that's Blake. As well as let him come over. Supportive parents, that's nice. Siblings, just maybe one. If he's related to Nico's mom, they would be twins. Since they're not related, he can still have a twin sister, and I think that would actually be cool. They would get along well, but he is more free-spirited and understanding and determined, and she might be more strong-willed. They would have switched places when they were smaller. External relationships, closest friends, describe them. All of the teachers in the school are friends with him. They often go for drinks and hikes. All his neighbors get along with him. They have barbecues together. That's fun. His sister, even if they are not related to Nico, would be his best friend, aside from Blake. Kept in touch with high school friends. He has no real close best friend except his sister, and his husband is his BFF. Some of the more serious teachers might dislike him, and then the king, obviously. How are they perceived by strangers in the street? Overly friendly stranger. Responsible or acquaintances at a work function. Responsible, well-mannered, and intended yet a bit of an airhead rascal. Colleagues in the office, friendly, always has something wise or nice to say. Authority figures, dependable, very nice, sometimes in air, lost in his own head. By air, I mean he is the type to take everything light if not mentioned to be serious. Friends in their friend circle. Best person to go for help. Any kind of help. Children, they love them. They love him, right? He can speak in any age language. That's cool. That is a talent on its own. The opposite gender. Handsome young man with a good sense of humor. Good catch, yet never seems interested. Adds to the mystery. Whoa. Extended family, very good. What social media platforms are they on? Twitter, Reddit, Facebook, Instagram, Tumblr. All art related. He would even have a Twitch to draw on. I feel like that'd be so cool. How would they use their social media platforms for art and charity and maybe games, as well as show where he is going? How would they fill out an online dating profile for themselves? He wouldn't. He's taken all. What is their role in a group dynamic? The leader. Although I also feel like he could be a joker, but maybe not. Depends on how motivated he is, maybe. How quickly do they respond to emails? Instantaneously, super quick. What do they depend on for? Practical advice, his father. Mentoring, his mother. Wingman, himself. Emotional support, Blake. Moral support, Blake. What do they want from a relationship? Someone who can be himself, even with his small hidden parts. Someone who can make him better and give him courage. Understanding person with determination and power to stop him in place. Stability, someone with who he can feel like every day is a new adventure. Someone clingy. How many people would attend their funeral? Half a town, because he didn't get to meet the other half yet. Yet. Callisto is just an overly friendly guy. Psychology. What do they do on rainy days? They play video games. They work. Annoy Blake by stealing his book. They are an optimist, book smart, and an extrovert. What is their favorite sound? Crickets and a splatter. Paint splatter. I can imagine him just like getting paint on a brush and then just, you know. Favorite place in the world? The Singing Roots. What secrets do they keep? What are they most afraid of people finding out? That they are gay. That is the secret. On Earth, he is scared of getting out of the closet, as well as a small fear if others would have found out that Blake was not human. He thought they might experiment on him or something. What do they want the most? In the soul realm, to be free and to see Blake and his family again. Not the soul realm, to get married and have a happy life. Biggest flaw, in the soul realm being stuck there forever. No idea why these three are like, that's because, yeah, this is weird. I don't know why that does that. It's just like a weird glitch or something. Doesn't know when to shut up. Biggest strength, his big heart, compassion and determination. He is ready to take an army down with it. Biggest fear, he will ruin all his relationship with his family or ruining his most important relationship by hiding. What is their biggest accomplishment on Earth? Making the school allow students to personalize their uniforms or not wear it at all in some classes. In his life, having an out-of-this-world lover. That's a pretty good accomplishment right there. What is their idea of perfect happiness? Being accepted as he has a nice family with his husband and keep being a teacher and doing what he does. Do they want to be remembered? What for? Being a decent human being and his paintings. He has some with Blake as well as Ilaria. Favorite quote? Dreaming, after all, is a form of painting from Gloria Steinem. Don't know if that's how you pronounce that name, but we'll see. Power, doesn't need it, though he is fierce with blades or a battle axe. Ambition, easy. Love, with courage. Ready to work things out. Change, very easy. Have one sock on your leg, can't find the other. Good change. Wear another sock. More colors, more fun. What is one object or possession that they would rescue from their burning house? His cockatoo, his box. What or who bores them? People who talk slow and have a boring story. He could listen to a slow, interesting story. Besides that, nothing. He can make anything fun if he so wishes. What makes them angry? Injustice, people being rude, loud noises, screaming, bad arguments, lies, prejudice. Blake putting the empty milk carton back in the fridge. That would annoy me too. Oh, in an elevator. Do they push the elevator button more than once? Yes, of course. What would they want their tombstone to say? I wanted a statue. Present and future, the goal, well, we don't know because that's story stuff. So But anyway guys, that's gonna be it for this video. If you did enjoy, you can leave a like and subscribe for more content similar to this, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.